Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. Jose, are you here with me?
Yes, I'm here, Diana. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Well, as we have some people joining today, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Deanna, and I'm a product specialist here at Relay. And Jose, I'm sure probably most people know about you on the call today, but would you like to introduce yourself anyways?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, my name is Jose Delgado. I'm working partner with Reali, maybe 4 or 6 months ago. We have the very good amazing product. We're gonna share what we more with the most business and my colleague too.
Yes, awesome. And Jose, obviously, I'll be speaking in English today, but if you want to pipe in at any time in Spanish, feel free to do that. I know we might have some Spanish people in the audience today.
Perfect.
Yeah, so let's get started here. I just a really quick agenda here. I'd love to go through some of the cash flow challenges that a lot of business owners face, and then we can do a really quick relay banking walkthrough, how we operate. And Jose, you can kind of pipe in along the way with your features that you love about Relay and why you recommend it. And we will end the webinar with a question and answer period. So if you do have questions throughout the presentation, feel free to put them in the chat box and we'll address them at the end. And this is being recorded, so we will be sending it out afterwards if anybody has to leave early. Okay. So let's get started here. What is Relay? I'm sure everybody definitely wants to know. So Relay is an online banking platform, and we were founded in 2018 by a team with a long history of helping small business owners. We serve small businesses throughout the entire United States, and we have no physical branches. We are 100% online. And we partner with Thread Bank, and that allows us to have FDIC insurance, so we can cover your funds in Relay up to $3 million. So if you're storing your funds here, then they are secure. Now, lots of common banking and cash management problems. Jose, what do you see a lot with the clients that you work with? What's the most common banking problems they deal with?
Yes, the most common is the when the somebody onboarding on the platform, the most problem we have is to send to the W-9 to the vendors.
Mm,
And with Relay, it's very easy, but when you invited the vendor, you included, attach the W-9 before make the first payment. You know what I mean? Uh,
yes.
yeah, for us, we on the industry on tax preparation, accountant, that was is amazing because because too many people has the problem with their preparation, the 1099 on January, not has the information for the vendor. That's
Mhm.
the prevent that problem. Is the main thing with it. They have like
Yeah, it's much easier to work for those W-9s throughout the year rather than worry about it come January because it's very, very busy that time of year. So that's definitely a challenge. I'm sure many people have never heard of a banking platform actually requiring a W-9 before. So this will be a first for everyone. Now, into some other challenges that a lot of small businesses would face at their local bank. Everybody knows about those high fees or minimum balances just to hold an account open. So this can be a really big struggle, especially if you are first starting out your business. But often you're having to go in person to a physical branch for the most basic tasks, whether it's depositing a check or opening a new checking account. And it's 2024. We should be able to do most everything, if not everything, online these days. So you can do everything online with Relay, which is pretty great. Now, another challenge small businesses face is really slow and inconsistent customer service. So, not knowing what the bank hours are, having again to physically go in to talk to someone, it can really put a strain on your business.
yes.
Yes, but lastly, I wanted to mention most businesses don't have a real visibility on the day-to-day financials, right? The constraints at your local bank may keep you to only having one bank account, and it's very challenging to know what's going on in your business just by looking at one lump sum. So you don't know what you owe, what you're owed, and it's very hard to understand what's going on in the business. So I wanted to go over, how you'd be able to get some more financial clarity by using something like Relay. So we allow you to get clear and real-time data that lets you make better informed decisions about your business. You can actually understand minute by minute what's happening in the business. And that's going to allow you to act much quicker in your business. You can know exactly what payments you need to send out, what W-9s you need to require, what receipts you need to require, and that's going to be something live that you're available to look at all time. And what's really nice about this is you can achieve this with little to no overhead by using something like Relay. So we are a free banking platform. So free, I always like to mention that part. So it's not like you're adding another monthly cost to your tech stack. It's just available for free.
Yeah, that was the other part my client like us because
Yeah.
it's the first thing is free. They don't need pay charge for any account they open. The other thing is to make the control, the cash flow for the business
Mm-hmm.
because the most difficult on the small business is when the money is coming, they have everything in the same bank account and the money is going out. Yeah, it's another thing my client like it.
Yeah, exactly. The ability just to understand what's going on. And if you want to create separate accounts for payroll, for taxes, for operating expenses, you have the ability to do that. I really like to call it's customizable banking, which is really nice. Now, Jose, I know you mentioned that we probably have a lot of tax preparers on the call today, and compliance is something that's very important to those businesses. So I wanted to highlight how we keep you compliant here at Relay. So as Jose mentioned, you can require W-9s from vendors and payees. So as you're setting them up as a payee on Relay, you can require that W-9 immediately, and the payee actually cannot receive payment until they've uploaded their W-9 for you. We will store the W-9 in Relay, and you can access it whenever you need. And Jose has used this feature quite a few times, so he wanted to make sure that I mentioned it today because it is very, very important to keep everybody compliant. Now, another really great feature to keep businesses compliant is our receipt capture feature. So this is something that's relatively new to Relay, and it allows you to require receipts for all transactions. So your employee can actually get a text message every time they make a transaction on a Relay debit card, prompting them to upload that receipt, and it will auto match to the transaction directly. So really, really great stuff there, and will help with bookkeeping and taxes immediately. But many of you, if you typically need access to client accounts or other accounts, you might be sharing personal passwords or 2FA code information. You don't have to do that at Relay. We have mandatory 2FA for all users, and you can set up specific login permissions for anybody that needs to access your business. No more sharing passwords, which I'm sure you're happy you no longer have to do, right, Jose?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, a few other things I'd love to mention about Relay before we hop into the demo. You can open up to 20 checking accounts per business. You can send next day ACH and check payments for free, and you get some really great background data on those transactions, like the map location, the address, the phone number. So it's telling you everything you need to know about Relay right there. And we also have an accounts payable product that you're welcome to upgrade if that's something you need for your business.
Yes, another good thing is for the foreign transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a free with the we don't pay to extra charge to make the ACH to out of the United States. Yeah, it's another good thing.
Yes, exactly. So the Pro package, I can dive into this a little bit more, but it allows you to run an approval process, but also allows you to do unlimited wires outside of the US, which many businesses need to do, and it can be quite costly depending on your banking provider. Okay, so we have reached the portion where I'm going to share or change my screen here. We're going to do a little walkthrough of the Relay platform, since I know everybody's very excited to see that. So if you have questions throughout the demo, please put it in the Q&A, and yeah, we'll answer those at the end. So again, Relay is 100% online, and our core services are free. So whether that is opening your checking accounts, making basic payments, connecting to QuickBooks, to Xero, and FDIC insurance, that's all included in the basic form of Relay. Now, again, each entity can have up to 20 checking accounts. And what's nice about this is you as a business owner can open additional accounts whenever you want. So you can select the Add Account button, you put in a name for the account. Maybe I want this to be my taxes account. I can select whether it's checking or savings and say exactly which of my business team members need or don't need access. I can create that account within seconds now. So this is no longer something that you need to go to the branch for. You can create accounts whenever you'd like, and it's totally customizable to how you want to run your business. Jose, do you typically recommend that businesses should have more than one checking account?
Yes, absolutely, because on our on tax prepared profession, we did made to the continuing education. On continuing education, you need to open one account like continuing education to separate the income. Probably 100 come in, you put like a 10% or 5% for like a continuing education. You need to make continuing education all years, every year. You don't have problem with the cash flow because you separate the income to the continuing education. It's good for us to make improvement like career. For us, it's amazing.
Yeah, and continuing education is a great example for that. Other examples could also be payroll or taxes, or let's say you need to buy new laptops for your staff, right? There's all different reasons that you might want to set aside certain funds. And it's just nice to be able to see how much you're accumulating for that, but also really customize it. So you're not having to do it in a spreadsheet outside of your bank. You know exactly what's going on every time you log in. Now, if you wanted to do exactly what Jose was mentioning and hold funds for different reasons, you can come in here and select one account to transfer from, but then transfer to multiple accounts at the same time. So if you wanted to separate, 50% of your recent deposit into your owner's pay and another one into your continuing education, you can do those transfers whenever you'd like. But you also have the ability to do this automated. So as Jose was mentioning, if you have different uses for the different funds within your business, you can set it up so that 50% of the funds that come in every day go into operating expenses. Some go to your own paycheck, some go to taxes. There's many different uses of this. The idea here is you can automate this for your business. So this will just run every week on a Monday. It's a few different options for your frequency here, but you can set it up so that it does the transfers for you, and you can set it and forget it if that's something you're looking for your business.
Yes.
Now, many of you on the call today probably already have a business bank set up, but Relay does connect to 100% of business and personal banks. You can get connected directly to your external account here. Once it's connected, it is free to transfer funds in and out of Relay, and it will typically take one business day. So very easy to set that up. We're very friendly with other banks. You might want to keep a local bank relationship for maybe a loan or a credit card option and use Relay as your daily account. It's very easy to move funds in and out of there. Now, I mentioned earlier that Relay, you can do the receipt capture, and that would be for our debit cards here. We offer up to 50 debit cards per business, and business owners can create these cards whenever you want. They can be virtual, they can be physical. And when you create these cards, you can set them up to specific team members for your business, but also for specific accounts. So if you want to dedicate all of your spending to come out of the operating expenses account, you can easily do that. It's very, very easy to then track the transactions on the back end and require receipts for all of them. But beyond that, if your card is with an employee, you can set individual limits. You can turn off or on the ability to use ATMs, but you can also change the PIN. You can freeze the card. You can terminate the card. So you never have to worry about what that employee is doing with the card. You as a business owner always have control. Now, I talked a little bit about what access looks like at Relay. There's many different people you might need to have access to your account. And maybe it's a business owner, an investor, an office manager. You can invite them via email, and then you're always in charge of what type of access level they have. So you can change this or remove access at any time. And then for any of the tax preparers, or if any of Jose's clients are on the call today, what's nice about this is your accountant or bookkeeper can have direct access to your account too. And again, you're in charge of their access level and can change it at any time. Now, Jose, I know you have a few clients on Relay now. What's it like having really great access to their accounts?
Yeah, it's good for us because when I request the asset, they give me probably for me like a full access, but we will have a more bookkeeping of just to read it to make the transaction. Everything is correct with the QuickBook. They like it. Yeah, they like it.
Awesome. So yeah, it's great. You're allowed to do your job, and so is your clients, which is great. Now, something else I should mention here is how easy it is to do payments on Relay. You're able to set up next day ACH payments for free. So you can do that for free and also do check payments for free. Relay will print and mail checks on your behalf for free. So we'll take care of all of that process for you. And the only type of transaction that we charge for is a wire. So domestically, they're $5, internationally, they're $10. And we do send international wires in 26 different currencies here with a live currency update every 60 seconds. Now, another option here with Relay is if you want to set up approval rules on bills. So we have an upgraded package called Relay Pro. If you have a lot of outgoing bills or you're an advisor that likes to set up approvals with your clients' bills, you can set that up here on Relay. Bills will sync in from QuickBooks or your accounting software. You can set that up easily, but you also can set up unlimited same-day ACH payments and unlimited wires. So if you're a business that is constantly wiring outside of the US, you know, it can be very expensive depending on the bank that you're with. So with the Relay Pro option, you pay a flat fee in order to do all of those wires. Now, I'll talk a little bit about this pricing in 1 minute. One thing I did want to mention before I cover that is if you're thinking about moving over to Relay, what that transition might be like. The sign-up process is very easy, and we'll talk about that momentarily. But we do have a sign-up checklist here that if you start to utilize this, it'll basically transfer all of your operations to Relay, which is nice. So you have the ability to set up multiple accounts at once. It'll prompt you to link to your external account and fund this new Relay account. But once you've connected to your local bank, you have the ability for that to pull all the recurring transactions from your local bank. So it'll show you everything you need to update if you want to transfer it over to Relay. So you have a list to work off of to make this transition as successful as possible. Now, let's talk a little bit about pricing for Relay. So I'll switch my screen back here. And Relay at its core is free. So if you don't do any wires and you don't upgrade to Relay Pro, it's completely free. So that's your 20 checking accounts, your debit cards, your next day ACH, connecting to QuickBooks, giving Jose and his team access, that is all free. If you want to upgrade to Relay Pro, where you can set up bill approvals, you have another connection with QuickBooks and can do unlimited same-day ACH and unlimited wires. That package is $30 monthly, and that allows you all of Relay Pro plus Relay Standard, but you decide what works best for your business. You can either bank with Relay completely free, or you can pay for the upgraded package. Just depends on what's best for your business. Now, let's talk a little bit about signing up for Relay and how you can go about this. Now, the application process is very easy. It'll take you about 10 minutes to do. And I'm going to post a link in the chat of how you can sign up. But what you'll need for the process is your driver's license. You'll need your SSN, your home, your business address, and your EIN letter. Your EIN number. If you're a business that has been incorporated for a while, you might not need to give us any additional documentation, but the process should take you about 10 minutes max. If you are a monthly client of Jose's, if he does your taxes or does your bookkeeping, he can actually send you an invite directly to you to get you set up on the platform. But if you're not, I'm going to post a link in the chat where you can start your sign up. And I urge you to use that link because when you use that link, basically, I get notified that your application is en route. And if you get stuck or you have questions, I'm able to see where you're at in the process so I can help you onboard quicker.
Nice. Hey, Diana,
Okay.
somebody asked me a
Yes.
question. How about to the deposit on cash, the cash money coming to the business?
Deposit in cash. Yes, that's a great question. So right now we have two different options with a third one coming. So the first option is many people will keep a local bank account. And so you can deposit your cash into your local bank and transfer it into Relay for free. The second option is we have an ATM provider called Allpoint, and some of their locations will allow you to deposit cash there for free as well, and that will deposit directly into your Relay account. So those are the two options right now, but very soon we will also be linking with the Green Dot network, and they can be found in 7-Elevens and Walmart, so it's very widely available, and soon you'll be able to deposit cash there too, and that will go directly into your Relay account. So very soon we've got lots of options.
Nice. Nice.
Yes. So that's usually a very, very popular question for us, as is how to sign up. So we talked about that a little bit. But Jose, why don't you talk a little bit about your own business uses Relay? Talk about how that experience has been for you.
Yeah, yes, for me it's good to make the control to the cash flow is the main thing, because when I don't have Relay, I receive every payment from my clients, and we have everything on the same bank account. When I use my bank account to make payment to the operating business or going to any event, uh, we use the same money. You don't have control with nothing. We are separate everything. You put the budget on the separate bank account. For example, I have $3,000 for going to the two events. I make the adjustment to the $3,000 to try get the better offer to go into the events, and not use the other money, because when I use the other money, probably the next coming for my office rent or my payroll is a problem. Yeah, it's the main problem with the business owner. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's easy. It's not difficult to understand. It's the main problem with the business owner. Uh, use the money use the taxes money when the taxes is coming. Not have money to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Almost people on the chat is like a professional tax professional is the main problem they have with the business owner. The business owner make a lot of money when
Yeah.
the taxes is coming, not has money to pay taxes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because taxes are the same time every year, right? You
Yeah.
know they're coming. Even if you're a first-time business owner, you have to pay personal taxes. So you know it's always coming around. Why not prepare for it earlier, right? And that's something you can do throughout the year. And I feel like the very first time you do it and you set aside money for taxes, you probably do it forever after that, but it takes you a minute to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just leave a few minutes here to see if there's any other questions that people want to post in the chat. Please pick our brains. I'm a Relay expert, as is Jose. I don't know if you want to ask him about how he talks to clients about Relay. Hi, Louis or Louis in the chat. But yeah, you've got a few minutes to ask us if you have any questions. So business owners with an ITIN, what is the question there? Is it possible to open an account? So Relay, we'll help sole proprietors, LLCs, corporations, partnerships, any type of business owner. But you do have to have an EIN. And if you don't have an SSN, then you would have a passport if you're an international user. We don't take an ITIN for a business application right now. Yeah, no problem. We'll just leave it a second here. Any other questions? Jose, anything else you'd like to share about your experience with Relay or getting your clients on Relay?
Yeah, let me explain a little bit to the person I think on chat speaks Spanish. Let me explain
Yes,
on Spanish where somebody understand me.
please.
Ok, la idea de Relay es poder mantener un control del cash flow de la compañía. O sea, ¿por qué un control del cash flow? Porque vamos a hacerlo bien sencillo, ¿sabes? Si entran $100 y yo puedo distribuir esos $100 en diferentes bank accounts, y mantener un control de cuánto gasto operacional, de cuánto es el salario, de cuántos son los taxes o de cualquier otra cuenta que puedan abrir, por ejemplo, si yo quiero llevar un control, voy para el forum de la IRS, voy a distribuir $3,000 al evento, pues entonces no me descuadra mi presupuesto, ¿sabes? No es lo mismo uno llevarlo todo en una misma, in the same bank account, que usar cuentas diferentes, porque eso te mantiene un control. O sea, lo que tú ves es lo que tú crees. O sea, si yo veo $15,000 o $20,000 en una misma cuenta, esos $15,000 o $20,000 los voy a gastar mes tras mes. Mientras que si yo hago un ajuste y separo de esos $15,000, digo, pues 13,000 son gastos operacionales, pero los otros 7,000 van a ser salario, profit, y puedo tener hasta distribuciones de ese dinero hasta las personas que están en entidades como Small Corporation, ¿sabes? Les puede servir. Más o menos así como trabajar Relay. I explain a little bit on Spanish how Relay is working.
Yeah.
Like a different bank account, like a small corporation, like a distribution for officer, like a small corporation. Yeah, because too many tax professionals working with the business, like a S corp or C corp.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely makes sense. And obviously we can help all types of businesses. So thank you for that explanation in Spanish, Jose. I'm going to put my email in the chat here in case anybody wants to contact me for after the webinar. But if we don't have any other questions, we can kind of wrap up here. Jose, anything else you wanted to share before we wrapped up?
No, I think to talk every points on,
Okay.
on the webinar is for us. Any question, call to you, call to me. We refer to you. We are here to help to somebody to understand the platform.
Mhm.
Yeah, I make maybe 4 video on my YouTube channel, how it's working, too many feature on the real life. You can go
Yes.
over there too. Yeah.
Yeah, and probably in Spanish would be great too. But yeah, we should definitely do that. I've reposted the link to sign up. Please use that link so we can track your application and make sure that you onboard properly. But I've also put my email there for any assistance. But thank you so much for your time today, everybody. Jose, thank you. And thanks for being such a great Relay partner. And yeah, good luck with everybody signing up for Relay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.